Welcome to See Me Here, where you come for all of your media needs. My name is Ray.
It's your boy Nikki Tay.
And today, we are reviewing episode 1 of the Disney Plus flagship series, Mandalorian.
So we're here! Disney Plus has arrived. How excited is everyone? I can honestly say that I'm not that excited because with the arrival of Disney Plus means the end of Netflix.
But
right, no more Netflix and chill.
Yeah, but now we're getting Disney Plus and chill, my guy.
Yeah, it's a whole different level. And let's take it back. Let's take it back.
Okay.
Do I think Disney Plus will kill Netflix? Probably not in the next decade. Let's be honest, because Netflix still has quality content that I'm here for. But we all know where the emotion lies. We all know the IP that Disney owns, and it is scary to think about a future that does not see Disney not taking over everything, right? And their first kind of new creative show content is the Mandalorian, right? It is focused on a bounty hunter played by Pedro Pascal, that whole species of the Boba Fett's, the Jango Fett's, and now the Mandalorian are a species of the Mandalores, the bounty hunters for all intents and purposes. And we see this bounty hunter, doing bounty hunter things. He starts right off with the action, right?
Yep.
Right in the bar, pew, 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 taking them guys out. I'm like, whoa, what is this? Who is this guy? He think he Boba?
Yeah.
He think he Boba? No, he might be better. The way after everything I saw. He picks up the guy, claims his bounty, puts him in the carbonite, tried and true staples. And I'm just so far ahead. Let's be clear, right? This TV show is set 5 years after the fall of the Galactic Empire. And for those who don't understand that, this is after Return of the Jedi. Mm-hmm. So this is the original trilogy, the last movie, then the Mandalorian, right? We're not even in that space where we are now, right? Yeah. We're not in the new films, right? This is the OG films, and now we're adding on to the story. And so you gotta understand the time here. Like, Jedis are somewhat known, but not really. The Sith has fallen, and the world is kind of in a bit of a disarray. It isn't really ordered, but it isn't really a complete chaos anymore.
Yeah, and after the Mandalorian take his bounty away, right, this is where we start to see where this world is, like you said, in disarray. So he goes to collect on his bounty, and they're trying to pay him in Imperial credits, right? Nobody wants those things anymore.
What can I do with these?
What can I do with these? It's not his fault. It is. Like, I don't want this Earth coin. Give me some better currency. We don't have any right now. We don't have any, but I can offer you half and something else, right? And that's what he did. He offered him half and something else. But the Mandalorian, as we can see right now, he was collecting bounties. He had like 6 or 7 of them things sitting on that ship, and he want more. Yeah. So he asked him, give me more work. And he didn't get what he wanted. He had like 7 or 8 bounties. He said, you can't have all these. We got other bounty hunters that need them as well. He said, so give me something, because the price of gas is too much and I can't live off 1 or 2 bounties. So he gives him a special job. And he couldn't even give him a job. He had to send him elsewhere to collect on this job. Yeah. And they don't even have the holographic pucks. He has to actually track them the old-fashioned way. So he goes and he talks to this man. Once we get here, we see all of these old Clone War looking things. Like, why are they all beat up, right? Like, they're not clean. They're not all white and pristine. They beat up. So we start to wonder, what's going on? What's going on in this world with all of the clones that are no longer, in commission, right? And we see that this Mandalorian has a lot of pride. And this man offers him Mandalorian steel, which were stolen from the Mandalorians. If you don't know the histories of them, the Mandalorian steel was stolen from them. So they really take pride in that. And the fact that he could potentially get a lot of it back is what he's promised to pick up this bounty is important now. So he gets one, brick of steel, right, the Mandalorian steel, and he takes that back to complete the job. We know that he needs to pick up a bounty that is 50 years old. So we're going to have an old man. He has to pretty much get a decrepit old man, right?
Yeah, so like an easy job.
Oh, easy job.
Like easy peasy.
And he told him, this is easy for you. You're a Mandalorian. I know.
That sounds so swaggy.
So he goes and he goes to this kind of a hideout. Kind of almost like a Mandalorian upkeep, right? And he gets the Mandalorian steel built and molded into a arm piece for him, shoulder blade. And we also know about the Mandalorian steel. Well, if you don't know, the steel is very strong. This is kind of like vibranium of the Star Wars universe. This steel can like compete actually with even lightsabers. You know, a lot of people don't know that. This blade can actually compete with lightsabers. So this steel is very, very strong.
I even didn't know that.
Yeah, it can. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's why it's so precious and valuable. That's why it's so big to the Mandalorians. That's why they were so strong. Yeah, that's crazy. I can't wait till we get to that. What? Anyway, so he goes and collects his bounty. He gets to a point where he gets attacked, right, by this monster, and he gets helped by a man that just wants peace. I'm tired of dealing with all of the hoopla.
And he was like a farmer too.
Yes.
I think they called him like a vapor farmer.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna pretend to know his name. I think it was like Quill.
Yeah, we're gonna mess that name up.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was. It's not important, really. It's just a guy who was there to help the Mandalorian when he was in need. You know, got attacked by these monsters.
Yeah.
And the farmer guy, he's like, you know what? You are stronger than this. Like,
yeah.
I recognize you. You're a Mandalorian. Like, you should be conquering these.
Don't you
beasts.
see this steel I got, my guy?
Like, you should be owning these beasts. And so, what does this guy do? He trains the Mandalorian to actually ride the monsters. And a part of me was like, well, okay, what is this? Like, the Mandalorian should be beastie. Like, we saw in the first, few sequences, like, he was seasoned at what he do. He don't know how to ride these beasts. But then it also shows you the openness for progression of this character, right? It's still a lot left to learn on the table. And this is a good example of learning how to ride these monsters.
Absolutely. And once he gets to the place, he actually sees that there is an attack droid down there, a bounty droid, already on the prowl.
When he finally gets to the place.
Absolutely.
Because you gotta remember,
yes,
the man told him where to go. He was like,
yes.
I kind of got an idea of exactly where you need to go.
Absolutely.
Because so many bounty hunters have been trying to come here and get this and just dying.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
It's gotta be here.
Every bounty hunter has died.
Yeah, everyone.
And he just wants peace. So he helps the Mandalorian without question, and he doesn't want anything in return but to get this bounty off of this planet. Right? So once he gets there, he sees this bounty hunter droid down there, and he knows he's in for a problem. Because bounty hunter droids absolutely going in, and they're killing, they're not taking no names, they're getting the job done, and they're keeping it moving. And he kind of wanted to be covert, but he wasn't able to. So the bounty hunter droid goes down there, he starts to fight. The Mandalorian gets down there, the bounty hunter shoots him. Yo, I'm with you, what are you doing? Don't shoot me. Even it didn't faze me because it's a Mandalorian still, but don't shoot me, right? I'm here with you. Let's do this bounty together, and we just split it in half. And I think that this is where we get the best action sequence of
the entire episode.
Absolutely. Well, the bounty, going all spinning around, gun. Like, I love droids, right? I love droids, and they just always efficient.
Always with CP3PO could have got that kind of swing.
Absolutely.
I wish he could. He was there. He wasn't built for it. I know people.
He wouldn't.
But it would have been awesome to see.
So he's going around, he's shooting everybody. The Mandalorian is also helping, but they get pinned down. There's too many people.
And they had like the Gatling laser gun, like. I'm like, yeah, this is crazy. Like, yeah, man, like the Mandalorian steel.
Not too big. It's Jedi's that can't handle that kind of firepower. But I think that, let's stop real quick. Let's start here because I think that the droid, right, really gave a lot of comedy relief for this scene, right?
Yeah.
He broke the tension because he had moments where he's like, I'm going to self-destruct. Like, no, don't do that. Like, we can handle this. Like, and he kept bringing it up, and it kept being a funny thing as the action went on. And I like that because it was a good change of pace in the middle of an intense battle sequence.
Yeah, I like that.
And I can say one thing about this Disney Plus Mandalorian show. I don't know if people know this, but they said it's about $10 million per episode.
Oh my God! What?
Yeah, $10 million per episode.
Yeah, Disney Plus. You calm down. They're gonna be going under.
Yeah, and you really see it in the show. You really see the money at work. Like all of the sequences look good. The CGI look good. They did good with no CGI for most of the main characters. It was all prosthetics.
Yeah, this is a good point because before going into seeing it, this commercial was so heavily advertised, right? And I'm like, is it going to be Star Wars movie quality? I don't want, when they do the transition from a movie to the small screen on TV, the quality is just never there. It's like watching Aladdin and then watching Return of Jafar. It's like, what is this? Like, I know it's the same characters, but it don't feel the same. And so I was worried about The Mandalorian. But the quality, like you said, $10 million worth is there. This feels like a movie in 30 minutes. It's like bang, bang, bang. You getting everything that you can want wrapped up in this quality.
Absolutely. And let's get back to the action. Let's get back into it. So they are pinned down with this Gallon gun. How is the Mandalorian going to get out of this situation?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Especially with this droid trying to blow up. Stop blowing up.
Yeah, just chill.
Stop.
Chill out.
He convinces the droid to jump out there and let him handle the rest. Go out there,
That was crazy.
give me some cover fire, and I will handle it as a bounty hunter should. So the droid goes out there, draws out attention, draws out a fire, aggro, for any people that play games, on $1 million. The Mandalorian goes out there, grapple guns, you see mine? Grapple guns, the Gala gun, and clears out all of the rest of the people.
That was crazy.
It was amazing.
Crazy.
And as you see this droid on the ground, we thinking maybe he's dead.
Yeah, it's like,
oh, no, I'm fine. He didn't miss everything. No, that's good. Well, come on, let's get this bounty.
Yeah.
You want to finish it?
Yeah, I think
I'll let you get the best part.
Yeah, I think I got. Okay, so everybody's there, right?
Yeah.
Like this area, which has been protecting this particular bounty for years, has now succumbed to the Mandalorian and the droid. So they go in, knock down the door, boom! You know, daddy's home. They see
not literally though.
Not literally.
They shoot it down.
Yeah, they shot it down. And knock down the door, and then they see.
Go back, daddy's home, kick there.
Yeah, daddy's home. Boom! Daddy's home. And then they see like this orb, right? The orb that was sitting there, and it's like, what is this? Like, is this the bounty?
Yeah.
They go closer to the orb, and it's like it's small, right? It's like we're looking for a 50-year-old bounty. Like, where's the geriatric guy? Yeah. Where Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Maybe fit in there.
Like, who am I looking for? Yeah. Right? They open it up, and what is inside is a baby Yoda. And I have to say baby Yoda because it's not literally Yoda, right?
Yes.
This is Return of the Jedi. The Yoda has long passed.
Yes.
Right? But it is Yoda species, clearly.
Yes.
It is clearly Yoda species. Yes. We don't know the name of Yoda species, but we do know it is Yoda species. It could be his son, it could be his grandson. I don't know how Yoda can get down. It could be reincarnated Yoda. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just so confused and perplexed. The ending is so crazy. But they're there to do the job. They're there to kill Baby Yoda.
Gotta finish him up.
Yeah, so Mandalorian plows later, bam, Baby Yoda's dead. And that's the end of the...
Which was so cool, too.
That was wild. Like, I'm like, Yoda! And then they just blasted him. And I'm like, yeah, that's why we never saw him in the new ones.
Blew up in the crib.
That's why we never even... That's why he not, with Rey. And so... Yeah, go check out The Mandalorian, y'all. Episode 1.
Pretty good. No, that's not how it ended. We can't let the Baby Yoda die. We can't let him die.
We can't let him die. So that's when the droid, when he said, we're here to do a job. We're here to terminate this target, the bounty. We're here to take this bounty and dead. I'm not playing any games. I'm not carrying a baby bag. Mandalorian had to take out the droid. That's what really happened, right?
And that's the thing about it. Like, it's gonna be a lot of heat behind that, I think.
Oh, of course. That's the event that propels everything else. It's like what you thought was a small issue has now become something that's going to snowball into something bigger.
Okay, and let me say this. After watching the episode, my biggest complaint is I feel cheated. Right?
You want him to shoot Baby Yoda?
No. I wanted Baby Yoda to do what it did. I feel cheated. I feel cheated because I want the series to be longer. And I am very disappointed that we only got a 36-minute episode. Yeah. I feel slighted. I feel cheated. 10 million or not, Disney, I want more. Yeah, Netflix is giving us our series. You can give me 45 minutes at least.
Yeah, I want Game of Thrones level. Like, if you're going to give me high quality show, give me high quality minutes, right? Because you break them down, and while I'm still interested, it just makes me not as excited for the next one because I know I can't work myself up because not everything that I want answered will be answered, right? I don't want everything in one episode, but I do want enough to where I can say, I can wait a week.
Absolutely. And I feel like the really good thing about this first episode of The Mandalorian is just like it's after, episode 6, right? It feels like, the first three or the last three, however you look at it. It feels like a more traditional Star Wars film, right? And it don't have a lot of the feel of, episode 1, 2, and 3, right? Like it feels more like a traditional Star Wars film, and I like that about it. It has like an old Western feel to it. It has that really good Star Wars story, and it has a lot of Easter eggs for the big Star Wars fans. And I wouldn't say I'm the biggest Star Wars fan, but I am a Star Wars fan, and I enjoy being in this world, and I can't wait to get so much more from The Mandalorian.
In closing, this first episode, the season premiere of The Mandalorian, I think it was really strong.
It was.
It was a good introduction to the character of The Mandalorian. Almost like a nice, hey, how is the world doing? I know we got the films going right now, but I think for more people who are, emotionally attached to the original trilogy, this may be going in a place that's a bit more meaningful, right? A bit closer to some of the characters we know and love, and hey, we could still potentially see, some of the characters that we know.
Maybe.
Right? Maybe. I mean, I'm excited to see how that progresses. Overall, with the introduction of the Baby Yoda, the droid scene, I had a lot of fun, but I feel like it was something missing. I feel like there was more oomph needed, and maybe this is because, the 30-minute, 36-minute time frame couldn't allow, that oomph that was actually needed. So for me, 7 out of 10, easily.
I would have to agree. I would also give this about a 7 out of 10. I'll stick with you on that, Brothers Unite. But I would also like to say that I think that Star Wars fans, like we're talking diehards. I'm not a diehard. I'm a big fan, not a diehard. Levels to this.
I'm a hurt heart. I don't want to die, but I can like scab.
I think that the diehards, so you're not high enough. I think that the diehards think this episode is amazing. And I think the reason why they would love this is because we got something that we have never got in a Star Wars film or in Star Wars anything is Yoda, or the Yoda-like creature, right? We know that Frank Lucas does not allow anyone to even use Yoda. He wants to have Yoda be mysterious. He always has, and I'm starting to see, I guess he's really opening up to the fact that he's allowing the Pandora's box to be open.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because we don't know much about Yoda. They never say much, not in the comic books, not in the movies. They got one-offs where they give a little bit of information, but that's sometimes not even considered canon. So we really don't know a lot about the Yoda species, and I think diehards was going to love this episode because of that ending. I think casuals and people where we are, the not diehards but the tryhards, I think that we just think that this episode was good.
That completes the review of the first episode of The Mandalorian. I hope everybody's watching. I hope everybody has Disney Plus. If you don't have Disney Plus, what are you doing? I would assume that you're a 70s plus baby. Because I feel like everybody, 80s babies, 90s babies, 1000s baby, even the 2010s baby, they ain't got a credit card yet. They are watching The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. Everybody has to be watching this. This was like so heavily advertised. I just felt like it was like a no-brainer. I think this is the first thing I'm clicking on, unless you just really like The Lion King, which I'll maybe give it a watch this weekend. Let us know how you feel about the show if you're watching it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Hit the notification bell, take it a step further so you can stay in touch with all of our reviewing content. And as always, don't forget, you've seen it here. Pew, pew.